9 months. That is the biological commitment required for a human birth. If you are a wild American bison, that period stretches out to around 9.5 months. And if you are an elephant, you are looking at nearly 2 full years. Pregnancy in the mammalian world is usually measured in seasons, sometimes even in revolutions around the sun. But what if I told you there is a common, resilient creature thriving across the United States whose entire gestation period, from conception to birth, is measured not in months, but in days? Specifically, just 12.5 days. Welcome to Wild Pro, and today we are diving deep into the biological speed record held by the Virginia Opossum, the undisputed champion of fast delivery in American wildlife. This incredible animal, often misunderstood and sometimes dismissed as a backyard pest, possesses one of the most unique and aggressive reproductive strategies on the planet. Its ability to condense the prenatal stage into less than 2 weeks is a marvel of evolutionary engineering, ensuring its survival against overwhelming odds. The Virginia Opossum, Didelphis virginaria, is the only marsupial found north of Mexico, and that marsupial lineage is the key to this astonishing record. While placental mammals, like us, nurture their young internally for the entire duration of development, the opossum employs a biological cheat code. The average gestation period sits right around 12.5 days. Think about that. You could start planning a weekend trip on a Friday, and by the following Wednesday, the female opossum could have given birth to an entire litter. When these young are born, they are not the miniature versions of the adult animals you see in placental species. They are essentially still embryos. They are pink, jelly bean-sized specks of life, weighing less than 1/10 of an ounce. They are born blind, deaf, and completely hairless. They are underdeveloped to a degree that would be considered premature for any other mammal. This begs the obvious question, why the rush? Why evolve a system that pushes the young out into the world before they're ready? The answer lies in the opossum's ancient lineage and its remarkable adaptability. By minimizing the time the mother carries the developing embryos internally, the risk to her is dramatically reduced. If food becomes scarce, if she's injured, or if she needs to flee a predator, her energetic burden is lower, increasing her own chance of survival. The risk is transferred entirely to the newborn, who must now undertake one of the most harrowing and microscopic journeys in the animal kingdom. Now, if you are finding this rapid-fire biology lesson as fascinating as we do, and you want to continue exploring the hidden marvels of American wildlife, take just a moment to show us some support. Hit that like button and subscribe to Wild Pro. Your subscription helps us bring these incredible stories of survival and adaptation straight to your screen every week. We appreciate your support, and now let's get back to the opossum's race against time.
Once the young are born, the real marathon begins. Remember, these newborns are the size of a kernel of corn. They emerge from the birth canal and must immediately begin a treacherous upward climb toward the mother's pouch, or marsupium. This journey, which might only measure a few inches in real distance, is the equivalent of a human infant crawling a full mile uphill, in the dark, without any assistance. They navigate solely by instinct, smell, and the powerful developed claws on their tiny forelimbs. Their rear legs are practically useless nubs, but those front arms are genetically programmed for survival. It is a brutal, high-stakes competition. A female opossum can give birth to as many as 20 or even 25 young in a single litter. However, the mother typically only has 13 nipples inside her pouch. And once a baby successfully latches on to one of those nipples, that spot is claimed. There are no takebacks. The strongest, fastest, and most determined of the embryonic newborns secure their future, while those who fail to find a nipple within a few hours sadly perish. It is a harsh, natural selection process played out in miniature, ensuring that only the most vigorous genes continue the line. Once inside the marsupium, the survivors finally begin the development phase that placental mammals complete internally. They remain firmly attached to the nipple for roughly 60 to 70 days, consuming milk and growing rapidly. Their tiny bodies fuse temporarily to the nipple, swelling slightly to ensure they cannot be dislodged during the mother's nightly foraging trips. It is only after about 2 months, when they are roughly the size of a small mouse, that they begin to emerge and peek out at the world. They will spend another month or so riding either inside the pouch or, more famously, clinging to the mother's back as she hunts. This resilience and rapid-fire reproduction explain why the opossum, despite its relatively low intelligence and slow speed, has managed to colonize almost every habitat from Central America up into southern Canada. They are the definition of an ecological generalist and a survival master. Beyond their incredible reproductive speed, the opossum holds another fascinating record: an unusually high resistance to snake venom, including that of rattlesnakes. Their immune system contains a specific peptide that neutralizes the toxins, making them a true armored tank of the North American environment. They are ancient, they are unique, and they are proof that sometimes the best way to survive is simply to be born fast. The Virginia opossum may not be the flashiest creature in the forest, but its 12-day gestation period is an absolute biological miracle. It's a stunning reminder that nature's most effective strategies often defy common logic, trading long, protected pregnancies for rapid, ruthless reproduction. What was your favorite fact about this incredible marsupial? Let us know in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss another episode of Wild Pro. We'll see you next time as we uncover more secrets of the American wilderness.